Hi, when you're applying to product management jobs, do you want to know what the job application funnel looks like? So, when you treat it as a funnel, you'll realize that the first step is when you submit the resume to a job. And 5% of all resume submissions get called for a recruiter interviews. Around 60% of folks after that get called for a hiring manager interview. And 40% amongst them will get called for face to face interviews, where you may have 4 or 5 interviews because of the cross functional and high responsibility nature of a product management role. 20% of everyone who goes through that final round of interviews gets an offer, and although this may not be as relevant now, but like around 80% people accept offers. So, how do you boost the chance to get an interview given that the percentage of resume which gets selected is very low at 5% and is the hardest part of the funnel? So, there are a few steps here. One is increasing your volume, second is increasing the likelihood of selection. So, let's talk about increasing the number of jobs that you're applying to. One, you can apply to positions of higher or lower responsibility, like a staff product manager could apply to also apply to senior product manager or group product manager, or senior staff product manager, depending on how the roles are structured in that company. You can also speed up your application by using a bunch of keyboard shortcuts and autofills that you have saved, maybe in a document, maybe you have a like custom keyword software like AutoHotkey. You can increase the likelihood of getting through by applying ASAP. So if you apply within 24 hours of a job description going live, you're more likely to get an interview call versus if you apply 48 hours later, 7 days later, and so on. So there's a steep drop. The other thing is seeking referrals. You would have already heard of this. We like talk to people in the company, and if they like you, if they're willing to recommend and champion you, then they'll refer you in the company. And last is improving your resume. So although I've kept it for the last, I want to focus on that next. Improving your resume scales the best across your job applications. If you see, each of the other step is something that you have to consider for each of your job application. For example, even though you may be able to speed up your application by having a bunch of shortcuts, you still need to apply that at each job. And you can apply to more seniority roles, but that means you're needing to apply to more jobs. You can apply ASAP, but you still need to apply, and that's a step you do for once for each job application. Versus resume is one activity that benefits all your job applications. You maintain one resume for all your product management job of interest, and you save time by not editing your resume per job post. Instead, you look at ways to improve your resume so that it covers a wide base across all jobs that you're interested in. Last is your resume is your foot in the door. It's the first impression that people get of you. It's read by recruiters, hiring managers, and every interviewer before they talk to you. So they have the first impression not when you start your video camera, not when you shake your hands with them, but when they read your resume. That's why your resume is crucial in applying to product management roles, and it's very valuable to improve your resume.